Another day, another story. While specific traditions vary, nearly every country observes a day to honor mothers. Millions of American families honor their mothers every year with cards, flowers, special meals, and other gifts on the second Sunday in May, thanks to the work of Anna Jarvis, the founder of this country's Mother's Day. A single woman without children, Jarvis relentlessly lobbied for the holiday in honor of her own mother's death, which took place on the second Sunday of May 1905. By 1914, the celebration had become so popular that it was declared a national holiday. Jarvis later regretted lobbying for the official holiday after it became commercialized. Today, almost every country in the world observes a version of Mother's Day to thank mothers for the critical role they play in the family. Despite the many cultural differences that exist and differing expectations of motherhood throughout history and the world, one thing remains constant: a recognition that mothers have a uniquely important, valuable role in helping children to thrive, says Christine Gross-Loh, author of Parenting Without Borders: Surprising Lessons. Parents around the world can teach us. While many countries celebrate on the same day as the United States, and with similar traditions, others observe different dates and follow their own unique customs. Here's a look at how 7 other countries celebrate Mother's Day around the world. Welcome to Taboo Eminent Channel. 1. United Kingdom. Mother's Day in the United Kingdom takes place on the 4th Sunday of Lent, a date that varies each year. The celebration originated in the Middle Ages as a religious holiday known as Mothering Sunday, when people in domestic service were allowed to return to their home or mother church and often visited family. Influenced by the modern American celebration, Mothering Sunday became largely secular by the 1950s, though it retained the traditional date in Lent. Today, the holiday is known in the United Kingdom both as Mother's Day and Mothering Sunday, and is celebrated much as it is in the United States. One traditional Mothering Sunday food is the simnel cake, a light fruit cake made with marzipan, which is also popular at Easter. Mothering Sunday, as it is called in the UK, is celebrated on the 4th Sunday of Lent. Traditionally, people would attend church services, and children would present their mothers with flowers and small gifts. It has evolved into a day similar to Mother's Day in the US, with cards, gifts, and family gatherings. 2. Mexico. Mexico has celebrated Mother's Day since 1922, when it was established as part of an effort to promote motherhood, as the roles of women expanded outside the home. Rafael Alducin, founder of the Mexico City newspaper El Excelsior, organized the first celebration on May 10, 1922. Today, in addition to giving mothers flowers, cards, and other gifts, families enjoy traditional Mexican foods and music. The celebration also frequently includes serenading mothers in the morning. Some families even hire mariachis to accompany them, and continues with special masses and school performances. In Mexico, Mother's Day, or Dia de las Madres, is celebrated on May 10th. It is marked by families coming together to honor mothers with flowers, cards, and special meals. Many schools organize events where children perform songs or dances for their mothers. Japan. Mother's Day in Japan was originally held on March 6, 1931, to celebrate the birthday of Empress Kojun, the mother of Emperor Emeritus Akihito, but it was banned as a Western influence during World War II. In 1949, Japan began celebrating Mother's Day on the 2nd Sunday in May. Today it is marked by families giving their mothers gifts, cards, and flowers, usually red carnations, which symbolize a mother's love and sacrifices, and enjoying traditional Japanese egg dishes. Mother's Day in Japan is celebrated on the 2nd Sunday of May, similar to the US. Children often give their mothers carnations, with red carnations symbolizing living mothers and white ones symbolizing deceased mothers. It's also common for families to dine out and spend quality time together. 4. Ethiopia. Mother's Day in Ethiopia takes place during Antrosht, a 3-day celebration held whenever the rainy season ends, sometime between October and November. Families come together with traditional singing, dancing, and a feast that includes a hash made by the mother. The ingredients for the hash are brought by the children, with boys bringing lamb or bull meat and the girls bringing vegetables, spices, and dairy. In Ethiopia, Mother's Day is part of a 3-day celebration called Antrosht. It usually takes place in mid-fall and involves a large feast where families come together to celebrate mothers. Children typically bring ingredients to contribute to the feast. 5. Peru. While Peru marks Mother's Day on the same date as the United States, and with many of the same customs, including giving flowers and sharing meals. Many Peruvians also honor their deceased female relatives. They gather at their graves to celebrate them, often bringing flowers and sharing food and drinks. The tradition is so popular that vendors sell flowers, balloons, and signs outside the cemeteries. In Peru, Mother's Day, known as Dia de la Madre, is celebrated on the second Sunday of May, similar to many other countries. However, the way it is celebrated often reflects the unique cultural traditions of the Peruvian people. Mother's Day in Peru is typically a time for families to come together and celebrate. Many families gather for a special meal, often prepared by the children or shared at a restaurant. Overall, Mother's Day in Peru is a time for families to come together, honor mothers, and celebrate the special bond between mothers and children. It's a day filled with love, gratitude, and appreciation for the important role that mothers play in their families and communities. Thailand. When Thailand first celebrated Mother's Day in 1950, it took place on April 15th, close to Songkran, the Thai New Year, but it was moved to August 12th in 1976 to honor the birthday of Queen Sirikit, who is considered the mother of the nation. Children give their mothers garlands of jasmine, which symbolizes purity and love, while families often give alms to Buddhist monks and make charitable donations. Schools host performances for mothers, while candle-lighting ceremonies, parades, and fireworks honor the Queen. In Thailand, Mother's Day, or 1 May as it's known locally, is celebrated on August 12th each year. This date marks the birthday of Her Majesty Queen Sirikit, who is regarded as the mother of all Thai people. In Thailand, Mother's Day is a public holiday, and various events and ceremonies are held across the country to honor mothers. These events often include performances, speeches, and activities organized by schools, government institutions, and community groups. France. The French honor their mothers nationally on the last Sunday in May, unless it falls on the same day as the Christian holiday of Pentecost, in which case it moves to the first Sunday in June. Although the day originated as a way to honor mothers of large families and has been celebrated nationally since the 1920s, it was not until 1950 that the government gave it a fixed date. Like many other countries, French families give mothers gifts, cards, and flowers, though in France, Lily of the Valley is preferred. Special meals are followed by children reciting poems and giving cakes shaped like floral bouquets or hearts. Mother's Day in France, known as Fête des Mères, is celebrated on the last Sunday of May, or the first Sunday of June if it coincides with Pentecost. It's a day for families to gather and honor mothers with gifts, cards, and meals. Schools often organize special activities where children create handmade gifts for their mothers. These are just a few examples of how Mother's Day is celebrated around the world, showcasing the universal appreciation for mothers and motherhood, while also reflecting the unique cultural traditions of each region. This video is dedicated to all mothers. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel.